Hi guys, and welcome back to the Caribbean Spot. In today's video, we are covering an update on the Kartel Trinidad scandal. Well, the internet is split. Some people agree with Kartel, others do not agree. Let's get into this whole shenanigan.
The CEO of Arijam Radio and pioneer promoter Bobby Clark is on Facebook this week to share an interesting perspective on the Vybz Kartel versus the Trinidad promoter saga.
Kartel should get more money. If you're booking Janet Jackson and she's selling tickets in the same venue that you just put Kartel, and you're selling more tickets at a higher price for Kartel because he's doing the numbers that superstars, national, global superstars are doing. Everybody's going to want more money now. And here's the story, and I'll say it out loud.
Right.
Your numbers have to make sense. If you can't fill up the numbers and you can't get the people to come out to see you, then we as promoters can't book you.
Okay guys, so in this latest update to the Vybz Kartel concert controversy, the situation has spiraled even further. The lead promoter, Odane Anderson of Jayco Entertainment, is now saying he's fearful for his life. Not because of public backlash, but due to pressure from unpaid investors and suppliers who helped finance the failed event, right? Anderson revealed that he heavily borrowed funds for the show and is now unable to repay those debts after the event collapsed. That is really sad, and it's not a good place to be in as a promoter, as anybody, right? Anderson is placing much of the blame on Vybz Kartel's late cancellation, arguing that if the artists had pulled out earlier, the event could have been postponed or restructured. But Kartel's team is pushing back hard, stating that the promoter repeatedly missed deadlines, conducted unauthorized activities, and ultimately just couldn't manage a Kartel show. The promoter's legal team has reportedly reached out to the attorneys representing the artists who pulled out, asking for specific legal justifications or evidence of breach of contract. Here's the list of artists who cancelled after Kartel withdrew: Sizzla Kalanji, Malidon, Rushan, right? These artists did not show up. So he wants to know, well, what happened to your guys' contract, right? Where was there a breach somewhere? Sizzla reportedly offered to become the new headliner if he was paid the 50% deposit owed under his contract, suggesting the funds originally set aside for Kartel be redirected. But Anderson allegedly claimed Sizzla wanted Kartel's full fee, a claim Sizzla called a blatant lie. I don't know what's going on here with this mix-up. Promoter saying one thing, artist saying the next thing. Like, come on already, people. You know, it's even more shameful that we have two conflicting stories, two grown men, I'm sure with kids. Like, who's lying and who's being honest? Speak the truth. Be honest. Sizzla, did you demand the $1.3 million to be the headliner? And be honest, Rasta. Or is it Odane? Odane, Mr. Anderson, are you lying on Sizzla? I mean, like, really? Anyway, guys, let's move on. And now we have the Prime Minister Trinidad, Persad Besasa, blasted the situation in cabinet media briefing, saying, you can't get foreign exchange to buy medicine, and you are getting all this money to pay for an artist, right? So she's calling out the foreign exchange system, suggesting that everyday citizens and essential services are being blocked while luxury entertainment flows freely. The finance minister, the finance minister's investigation is ongoing, but no reports has been submitted to cabinet yet. Again, there's also concern that the central bank may not have disclosed all relevant forex activity linked to the concert payment. This isn't just about a canceled show anymore, right? Now we have this guy's life at risk, as he says. I guess we have to take his word for it, right? Now it's a reflection of Trinidad's financial priorities. Hospitals are struggling for medicine, yet somehow nearly $1 million was mobilized for a one-night event. That's not just questionable, it's unacceptable, right? Really unacceptable. This just shows that Kartel's case, this whole situation, has ignited something bigger. It's no longer just about one artist and one show. It's about the public's right to know where national resources are really going, right? Now let's talk about the legal tension over refunds, because that's where the public outrage is boiling over. What started as a concert flop now turned into a full-blown legal and financial standoff. Jaco Entertainment, the promoters behind the One Caribbean Music Festival, have issued a cease and desist letter to the ticketing platform Island eTickets. Their demand? Pause all refunds immediately until they complete an internal audit of the event's finances. But Island eTickets isn't backing down. They released a public statement promising that fans will be refunded within 5 business days, saying they operate on global best practices and serve both promoters and patrons. Right now, you have patrons demanding their money back, a promoter trying to delay payouts, and a platform caught in the legal crossfire. And the pressure doesn't stop there. According to the Trinidad Guardian, investigators are now reviewing the ticket revenue itself. They're asking how much money was actually made from ticket sales. Where did those funds go? And were they used appropriately and legally? This is no longer just about the artist payments or cancelled appearances or promoter life at risk. Authorities are now looking at whether any fraud, misappropriation, or financial breaches occurred behind the scenes. As the dust settles from this scandal, the internet is clearly divided. Some are defending the promoters, others are furious about the handling of funds and artist contracts, and many are simply asking, how did we get here? What should have been a celebration of Caribbean talent became a cautionary tale, one about contracts, communication, and credibility. And let's be honest. When ticket prices are pushing $400 in countries where the average person can barely cover groceries, the people will demand answers. Now we're seeing legal letters, refund battles, investor threats, and artists questioning whether this was ever about the music at all. Behind the scenes, questions are piling up, and so are the consequences. Keep your eyes open. This story isn't over yet. And while all of this is playing out, Kartel is living his best life. Check it out.
See first house there over there, sir. See second one, yeah. Get a youth. Believe, here. Don't let nobody tell you no. Believe. God is the greatest.
Well, that's all for this video. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe. Let's keep this conversation going, right? See you on the next video. Bye.